This is the newly completed Dash printer. It's a CoreXY, has a BLTouch for 0 setting of the Z-axis. Effort has been put into keeping the carriage and basically all moving parts as lightweight as possible in order to achieve higher speed and higher accuracy. Right now I'm printing the elephant. And just a quick review of some of the more important features. First of all, it is a fairly conventional CoreXY. It has a belt-driven carriage and head. The belts are, as you see, at 2 levels, one for each of the motors. There's one motor here and one motor in the back over here. I use 3 lead screws for the Z-axis. They're driven off a common belt. And there's a linear rail which supports the front and the back. There's a comparable one in the back, as you can see. The Z-axis has been kept as lightweight as possible. It's a thin aluminum plate, an 1/8" plate with a couple of V-rail supports. Another feature is that each of the 3 lead screws have this adjusting knob, which allow it to be leveled quite accurately and very quickly without the use of springs. As you can see, the nut for the lead screw is attached to that rotating member, and what you can't see is that there's an embedded head on the yellow knob that keeps it within control of that mounting bracket. At present, it's just an ordinary glass plate for the bed. I do intend to add the PEI leveling, the PEI surface at some future date. It is similar in operation to the Fusion F306. In fact, that was the inspiration for this machine. It is a Bowden feed using a Titan, an E3D Titan feeder through the Bowden tube. Now notice I've added a stiffening wire. That helps to keep the Bowden tube from sagging too much. The controller, fully encased over here, is an MKS 1.4, and the LCD in the front helps to allow for manual operation, although most of the time I run it from the PC. Right now I have 2 clamps that hold the glass to the bed. There is a region in the back, as you can see here, where when I want to start a print, I bring the head over this gap and purge the nozzle for a bit, and then start the printout. It is a decently fast machine, comparable I think to a Delta in speed, but I find that the print quality is a step above the Deltas that I've seen. Anyway, the frame has some stiffeners. You see there are stiffeners in the corners, and I've added these angular plastic stiffeners just to keep the frame from flexing too much. Although I found with the new lightweight carriage and the lightweight rail that the vibration is greatly reduced from other machines that I've had, where I've had, like, for example, direct drive with a motor on the carriage and much heavier. The drive itself, I don't know if you can see this, it's a square box extrusion, again done for weight purposes. You can see in the end of it there, if we would move over, you can see that it's a hollow tube. And beyond that, it's fairly conventional. It has an E3D V6 extruder. There is a heat shield around the head to keep the cooling in, keep the heat in, I mean. And I have a 2-sided fan, a blower, Venturi, that provides the cooling air down to the printed part. I think that's about it for the major features. I've been pleased so far with the performance of the machine. it has taken a fair bit of tuning of Simplify 3D and of the firmware to bring out the performance as far as I have so far. So anyway, comments are welcome, and at some point I may decide to post this complete design up on Thingiverse. I haven't made that decision yet. Hope you enjoy seeing this, and again, post questions or comments as you like. Thank you.